It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see DeAndre Swift. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Bears and the Packers. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Kickoff taken at the 3. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. Bringing them out, someone who wowed last year in his first chance as a starter, Jordan Love.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. Shotgun now for Love. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he goes out a little short of the 40. A gain of 27 yards there. And it'll be first down, Packers.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Motioning Watson left. First down throw. Here's Love. That's caught. Tucker Kraft. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal. They'll run, Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's second and goal. Jacobs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's DeAndre Carter with the return. This return makes it up to the 25. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. And leading them out to the #1 overall pick in this year's draft out of USC, a player with immense promise, Caleb Williams.
Caleb was one of the most hyped prospects ever out of college football, and I'm not speaking out of turn or any hyperbole there. It's why he was the #1 pick. And you put on his highlight reel, Kate, you can put that highlight reel against anybody the last 50 years. The way that he creates and extends plays, the ways that he can run and still sling it totally off platform and off balance all over the field. He also does it with a flair and eccentricity that is unique and really not common coming into the league as well. a superstar in the making.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's bottled up quick. This just crosses the 25 to about the 27. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Williams from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Off the play fake, Williams. Has his man, it's Odunze. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Running behind center with Swift. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And he's been carrying a great campaign now into the heart of this season. He's hitting top 5 in rushing yardage. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff here to Jacobs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. He beams one deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Love out of the shotgun. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think his decision-making were to check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be Bears football. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that 1st drive ended in a punt. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And following that return, we've got an injured player down there. He'll receive some assistance as we step aside. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Love from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Throwing his Love on 3rd. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers pull that in front further, 13-zip. Christian Watson with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers double their lead to 14. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Our score, 14-0. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. On now is McManus to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet. There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the first down marker. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They run with Swift. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Williams. His pass caught by Allen. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. On the give, it's Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Out now runs the Packer offense. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. Running on first here with Jacobs. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Love now to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Trying to force one through there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's complete to Reed, out left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Play fake, it's Love. He's going to push one deep down the right. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Again, Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. Got 46 on his first punch, and this one's pushing a little more distance. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And they steal it back on the return.
Well, I'm pretty sure this Kate special teams coach is going to have a long talk with him after that one. You can get as creative as you want, but you can't give away the ball. You can't lose yardage. And if you start turning the ball over like that, you're not going to be returning punts much longer.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. Completes this one to Kraft. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Loves to throw again. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 20-zip lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21. On now is McManus to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears start to fight back with their first points of this game. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears get it back to a 14-point game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown.
Here we go. Check, pitch. Next right. Ready.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. A gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 43. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Packers. Still sticking with the passing game. Able to get it to Reed. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. This one's caught. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2. Here's Love to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Jordan Love, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you can do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
Short pass brought in. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. So we've reached the end of 2, and it's the visiting Packers out in front. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. A touchdown there for Jahmyr Gibbs. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels, excellent in the victory as his guys push their record up to 8-3 on the year. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jalen Naylor, a touchdown reception. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one
now is
to tighten up
to kick
significantly.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes the offense for the Bears to begin the second half. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Williams to throw on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself, third and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's brought down after a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Jacobs running behind center. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this.
And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the advantage now sits at 24.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has his man. It's a Dunze. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down. Here's Swift. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D-tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass too, and that D-tackle just got it done.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Handoff running right. Here's Swift. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down. Here's Williams. That's more with a catch out left. And they get this down to the 28. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. On the carry, it's Swift. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Moore's got it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
On the ground with Swift. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And some room to work. And in for the Chicago touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Bears offense, look at this. They haven't moved. They're going for 2. Trying for it on the ground. And he's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
They run it with Jacobs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. They stick with Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a gain of 4. And it'll be first down, Packers. Love from the gun. Reed's got it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
That finds Jacobs complete. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Down. Opposite. Green. Black block.
Handoff running right. Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Throwing his love on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you throw in that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Love out of the shotgun. He's got it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers put up even more points in a win. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers continue piling on to this lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He can run it. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Working from the gun, Williams. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Trying again, following the sack. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Packers and receiver Jaden Reed set to take over once again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Motioning one of the tight ends. Here's Jacobs. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Going run again with Jacobs. No one around. He's got space. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers. Here's Love. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. From the 17. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. You got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future. Well, good luck sneaking a draw by this defense on third down, Kate. A quicker little run may have brought them a chance to get the first down, but with that delay, this defense was all over it.
On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that gives them a 28-point advantage.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bears about set for their next possession. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
10 yards to go.
Williams from the gun. Catch made by Allen. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears just want to get out of here with how this one has gone. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Has his man, it's Swift. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 38. Has the connection to Adunze. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Swift hauls it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Chicago.